What's good, chooms? I'm back at it again with some more Cyberpunk 2077, and today it's all about traceability. Traceability is the bane of all Netrunners' existence in the early game, so in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to completely negate it, get rid of it, and reset that meter as many times as you want while you're in Act 1 and Act 2. When you're a high-level character, this isn't even a problem for you. You don't even worry about it. But for all of those new players and those early builds, yeah, this is a must-have. So let's go ahead and lock straight in. First things first, you want to come over to a specific Ripper Doctor. I'm currently at level 19, 46 street cred, and if you want to get your street cred this high, go ahead and check out this video right here. It's a farming spot that I love to do early in the game to just kit out my V with everything that she could ever need. Now, the Ripper Dock in question that I like to visit is Ryder. Ryder is going to have a Arasaka Mach 3 cyber deck in his possession as soon as you're around level 19, 45, 46 street cred. At which point, all you have to do is go ahead and scoop that thing up and you're going to be in business. Now, there's going to be a couple things you want to do to set this up. The reason why you want the Arasaka Mach 3 and not other different types of cyber decks is because of the second perk right there, where enemies take 40% longer to trace your location. That is going to give you a little bit of a window, so you have enough time to either negate the trace and or subtract from it. Now, some key quick hacks that you're going to need on this build are going to be Sonic Shock. This is numero uno, one of the most important. And secondly, Memory Wipe. These two things right here are going to be absolutely clutch to keep you safe, get rid of the trace altogether, and subtract from it. So that is two things that you must have for your build. The problem is you're only going to be able to use these tier 3 variants if you have a tier 3 cyber deck. Now, you're going to be able to upgrade your cyber deck from tier 2 up to tier 3 around, I would say, between level 12 and level 15. I was about level 15 and I had 30 street cred at the time, but as soon as I was at that point, I was able to go over to a Ripper Dock and they were able to upgrade it with the materials that I had on hand. Once you have this thing upgraded, you're good to go. The next thing you need to go ahead and do is jump over to your character, drop down into intelligence, and get two perks. The first perk is going to be this one right here, encryption. This is a must-have perk because it's going to be subtracting minus 30% traceability for all quick hacks. Secondly, you're going to need this perk right here, Shadowrunner. This is extremely beneficial if you're doing takedowns a lot, because you can take a progression bar all the way from 100% back down to 0 with just one of these. Now, you never want it to hit 100% because if it does, they're going to figure out exactly where you are. So let me kind of explain that a little bit better. Okay, we're sitting here at NID East. This is one of my farming spots where I like to test builds and everything in the early game of Cyberpunk. Now, there is a bunch of Maelstrom guys over here that I like to terrorize a little bit, and this is where we're going to do our testing so I can show you all the different things with traceability. As you can see here, there's going to be these three guys. Let me back up a little bit so they don't find me instantly, and this should be a good distance, but these three guys are on the same network. If I hit any one of these guys with a traceable quick hack, they are instantly going to start the trace and try to figure out where I am. If that meter hits all the way to 100%, they're going to find me. GG's. Now, sometimes if you one-shot the individual, you can completely negate that meter from happening altogether. Like this. That guy right there is going to get completely roasted. He's gone. And they were not able to trace it back to me. Now, he sees me, so I'll back up a little bit to make it so that I'm not so conspicuous. But yeah, they basically have no idea what happened to their choom, which it is what it is. Now, let's say you don't kill them. Because I hit him with a traceable quick hack, this is what happens. He didn't die, and now you can see in the bottom of the screen, I have a tracing your location meter in progress. When that reaches 100%, that's it. So I have a couple of options now. I can get up behind him and take him down to reset that back to 0, but it still continues to trace me. Or I can do this. Use Memory Wipe. Memory Wipe is going to subtract from this trace every single time I use it. And I can use this as many times as I want, as long as I have RAM. So as you can see there, I hit him with the Memory Wipe, and the tracing your location progress went all the way back down. Now I'll go ahead and take these boys out and show you a different scenario where you can negate that situation altogether. But once again, once everybody on that network has been taken out, the trace progress bar will instantly stop. So your options in order to get rid of a trace progression bar are going to be to take everybody out or to avoid it altogether. Okay, let's go over our next example. These three guys are under the same network. This time I'm going to try to stop the trace altogether. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this guy with a sonic shock, and then after doing so, I'm going to hit him with a synapse burnout. What's going to happen is, because he's off the network, they're not even going to know what happened to him. No trace happens to me, and I'm good to go. Now, just like before, if I hit this guy with a regular attack, it starts the trace bar, and then I have a couple of options to either reset that back down to 0 by hitting him with a memory wipe, kind of like that, and or taking him down. Those are my only two options in order to get rid of this trace bar. And any time that you throw a traceable quick hack on an individual without using sonic shock first, it is going to increase that meter. So make sure you always hit them with a sonic shock first, and then from there you're good. You can use whatever you want and it won't even do anything to you. They won't be able to figure out where you are, and that guy will get deleted. Now that's going to be everything that you pretty much need to know about traceability in Cyberpunk 2077. It's fairly simple once you get the hang of it. Just make sure that you're always using sonic shock to take them off of the network, and or make sure that you have memory wipe so that you can just constantly memory wipe a person over and over and over, so that you can keep that progression bar from going all the way to the max. And what the hell is this? Yo, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna mess with NCPD, but yeah, this is the first time I ever saw a riot in Cyberpunk 2077. The end, what the hell? The end is near. This is tough. Well, that's gonna be a way to end the video. If you guys like what I do on the channel, make sure you smash that like button, sub so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and everything else you need for Cyberpunk and your favorite games. Your boy MSensei HD for now though. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Is this a news reporter? She is. Hey, how you doing? You want to interview me? No? Yes? Maybe? Are we on TV? Yo, this is crazy. All right, I'm out of here.